everyone, welcome to a new video. It's been a while. I am aware of that. I've been in a massive reading slump for months and I don't really have anything to show. I'm so sorry about the disheveled look, by the way. But yeah, I've been in a reading slump for months and I just didn't read anything, so I didn't really know what to film for you guys as well. But I did want to get back into filming, so I figured I might as well try a vlog. So that's where we're at today. Also, the lighting is hopefully going to be better. I got a ring light and I'm really happy with it so far. I just have to see which color is best and which brightness as well. Anyway, right now I am reorganizing my bookshelves, hence the disheveled look. It's a chore. I got a ton of new books over the past couple of months and I just need to put all of them in my bookcase. It's a bit difficult because I don't nearly have enough space to fit all of them in. I literally have like 2 shelves left and I think I have like 5 shelves worth of books, so I'm just stacking everything up. But yeah, in a little bit I have the live show for the Malice read along. I am behind. I'm still on the 2nd book, even though we should already have been reading the 3rd book. I'm currently about 90 pages into the 2nd book, and I have 2 weeks left to finish both this one and the 3rd book. So it's going to be a challenge, especially since I also have to read the 5th season by N.K. Jemisin for the Broken Earth along, which I'm already hosting, which I'm also hosting. I'm not very far in that one, literally on like page 20 or something. I'm just struggling a little bit to get into it with the 2nd person narration and everything. So there's that. And then I also have to read Mexican Gothic, which is for the Enchanted Book Club, which is hosted by Steph from Coffee Over Apples, Esme, obviously, Bookish Buddies, my Bookish Buddy, Sasha from The Wild Sasha, and Jane from The Bookaholic. Mexican Gothic is a book that I've been really wanting to read, and I've been trying to bring more variety into my reading, and Mexican Gothic is a horror novel, and I just think that's the perfect way to go about it. But I'm going to stop talking now because I'm sitting like on my knees and my ankles doth protest. Good morning, everyone. Today it is Monday. I never updated you yesterday, I think, but I finished reorganizing my shelves. It took me, I don't know, 4 hours, I think, to do everything, but I made everything fit. I mean, sort of. I mean, the shelf has like 3 stacks. I don't like that, but I have no space, so that's that. Yesterday evening we had the sprints for the Malice readathon with Gabby from Books and Other Nerd Things and Sasha from The Wild Sasha, and we had loads of fun, though Sasha and I just talked for the last 2 hours instead of reading. I mean, oops, but whatever. So the plan for today is I need to get more reading done with the books I showed you yesterday. So Valor and the 5th season and Mexican Gothic. So I need to do that. I need to work on my thesis, start reading for that. I need to crochet some stuff for my sister, and then I need to go to work as well. So I don't think I can take you with me to work. We're not allowed to have phones on the with us while we work. So there's that. Yesterday I made some progress in Valor. I'm about 130 pages in right now. I am really enjoying this. So far I already feel more immersed than I did for the first one, but like I said multiple times before, that was just on me. I was just in a reading slump, and that's why I just didn't feel that book. But I'm already feeling this one a lot more, and I just need to find a balance between booktube and reading and writing my thesis and going to work. So it's going to be stressful for a little while, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Hi, so it is still Monday. It is about 3 p.m. right now. So far I did some work on my thesis. I've also basically decided on what my TBR for November was going to be. Was a bit of a puzzle since I have quite a few readathons and read-alongs and book clubs that I wanted to participate in and needed to combine, so it was a little bit of a puzzle. I think I made it work. So the readathons I'll be participating in are the Pokemon-a-thon, the Desert-a-thon, and then the Believe-a-thon. So the first two are both starting November 1st and they run until Pokemon-a-thon runs until November 18th, and I believe Desert-a-thon runs until November 14th. And then Believe-a-thon is just the entire month of November, so I can do that after the other two finish. There's, I think, 4 books that I need to read for the various readathons, the first of which is Ruin, for which I'm host. Oops. Then there's Wrath, which is the final book in that series. Then there's The Obelisk Gate, which is the sequel to the 5th season. Then there's The Wolf and the Woodsman. No, that's for a book club. And then there's the Saga read-along that's going on. And then for the book clubs, there's the Enchanted Book Club, for which we have to read Wolf and the Woodsman. And there's, Middle Grade Monthly, for which we're reading Winter House. So all of that had to be combined with the prompts for Pokemon-a-thon and Desert-a-thon, and it was a bit of a puzzle, but I think I made it work. I'm really excited for that. I tried to be sort of kind. I mean, I have both Ruin and Wrath on my TBR, but I also put some graphic novels on there as well. So I just hope I can make everything work. I'm really excited about it regardless. So yeah, that's what I've been doing today. Obviously, I also had lunch, and I will now be putting on an audiobook and then crocheting some. And then in about an hour, I have to get ready for work. So there's that. Good morning, everyone. Today it is Wednesday. I completely forgot to update you yesterday. I didn't do a whole lot yesterday. I worked on my thesis, I crocheted some, I read some, and then I went to work. It's been a pretty short night, but I have my fitness class in 15 minutes, so that's what I'm going to do now. After that, I'm probably going to my dietitian, having a shower, and then after that we'll see. I might take a nap because I'm running on 4 hours of sleep right now. But after that I wanted to do a book haul of all the books that I got in the past week. So just a little something else right here. I have some peppers and tomatoes that I harvested. So obviously these aren't ripe yet, but since it's very cold outside, they're not going to ripen outside, so I figured I might as well take them inside. We'll see. I don't know. There's some of my plants. There's Dex. Hi. Hi. Here's another plate with peppers. So I have quite a few peppers. I plan on making sambal if they ripen. If they don't, well, we'll see what will happen then. I am just figuring out camera angles, lighting, everything. I got a new ring light. I'm playing around with the settings on my phone. If you hear some noise, I'm sorry, that's my neighbor. I don't even know what he's doing. Cutting up bricks or something. Anyway, like I said, I wanted to show you the books that I got. I hope this is fine. If not, I'm so sorry. It's a bit trial and error right now. So, like I said, I ordered a bunch of books, and I just wanted to quickly go through them, show you which books I got. I won't go into too much detail about all of them because this is a vlog and otherwise it's going to be never ending. So the first book is a chunker, and that is To Sleep in a Sea of Stars by Christopher Paolini. I have never read anything else by Christopher Paolini, but I really wanted to try some more sci-fi, and I've heard some really good things about this, despite it being huge. It's like 800 pages, I think. Yep, nearly 900. I believe this is a like first contact sci-fi, so I'm really excited to try this one. Honestly, a lot of these books were inspired by Sasha from The Wild Sasha. I watched her birthday haul, and there were just so many books that I thought were really interesting. So that's what. Case in point, the next book is Celtic Tales. So I'd never heard of this series, like these particular editions before, but these just look so amazing. It's just, these have stunning end papers and just beautiful, wow, skills. Beautiful illustrations. So yeah, I was just really curious. They have many more of these editions. They have like Nordic tales, they have ghost tales, they have Russian folk tales, East African folk tales, Indian folk tales. So that's just really interesting, and now I just want to have all of these. Then up next are a bunch of graphic novels. The first one is Lock and Key. Now, I'd never heard of, you know, this before. Maybe shame on me, I don't know. And then I saw Sasha get it, and now I'm watching the series, and I'm obsessed. So I cannot wait to delve into this as well, because it looks super interesting, and I wanted to try some more graphic novels as well. Then up next is the second volume of Isola. I've owned the first one for quite a while, but I've never picked it up, at least not yet. But I figured since I'm doing the order, I might as well get the second one too. I really love, you know, I haven't read them, but just flipping through these, I just love the colors in this one. So, again. Then there's the 6th volume of Monstrous. In contrast to Isola, what I love about this one is how dark it is. I think the illustrations are absolutely beautiful. And yeah, this is the 6th volume. I've really enjoyed the previous 5. And I can't wait to continue this series. And then I have 2 more graphic novels, but one of them's already in my bookcase and behind my chair, so I'm not getting that out. But those are Saga Volume 1 and then Volume 2, which is already in my bookcase because I got that earlier than I got this one. And yeah, I don't know. People have been recommending this to me for so long. And since there's a read-along going on right now, I figured I just had to get these, since now would be the perfect time to actually start these. Okay, so onwards. Next, we have The Book of Accidents by Chuck Wendig. I'd never heard of this before until I saw, I believe, a special edition at Waterstones. And I don't even remember what this is about, but it was cheap. So I got it. And I believe it's maybe like a haunted house or something, from what I remember. And honestly, just look at the spine. It's kind of chaotic, but I love it. Okay, so up next we have a bunch of middle grades. Honestly, I bought most of these in honor of Believe-a-thon, which is set to happen during November. And I just wanted to have options, basically. So the first one I got is A Sprinkle of Sorcery by Michelle Harrison. I already own the first one, A Pinch of Magic, but I haven't actually read it yet. But I thought these are so cute, and I just love this. Look at the shinies. Look at how shiny these are. So yeah, that's just, I decided I just wanted to get this right away. I don't have A Tangle of Spells yet. I will probably get it soon, but for now I only have the first two. Then the next one is A Castle of Tangled Magic by Sophie Anderson. I loved The Girl Who Speaks Bear and The House with the Chicken Legs. They were absolutely adorable. And honestly, I am so excited for this one. I have no idea what this is about. But so far, Sophie Anderson is one of my favorite middle grade authors. I just love her writing style. I love the illustrations in these books. They are so cute. I mean, just see. But yeah, I'm not sure if this is set in the same world as well. But I guess we'll see. Then we have another one that was inspired by Sasha's birthday haul, and that is Crowfall. I was honestly like, look at this foiling. I'm kind of like, I don't know what they're called in English. I will, you know, editing Femke will put it here, like an Exter. I'm just attracted to shiny things. And this is very shiny. And I have no idea what this is about, as usual, but just the shininess. That's all I can say. Just look at the shininess. Then up next we have Wondersmith by, I suck at this, Jessica Townsend, which is the second book in the Nevermore trilogy. I'm not sure if it's a trilogy or a series, if there's going to be more. I already own the first one. The second one was pretty cheap, so I decided to get that as well, because I figured for Believeathon I might just, you know, smash through quite a few of the middle grades I have on my TBR. Then up next we have another sequel, which is the Explorers on Witch Mountain by Alex Bell, which is the sequel to the Polar Bear Explorers Club. Again, I have the first one. I haven't read it yet, but I've heard amazing things by Jade from J.D. Ray Reads, and I believe Esme also read it and she thought it was really cute as well. If it wasn't Esme, it was someone else. I don't remember. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I love these covers. They are so, I don't know, different, but I absolutely love it. And again, I haven't read the first one, but decided to get the second one just in case I need more books during Believeathon. Next, we have another middle grade that was inspired by Sasha's birthday haul, and that is The Shark Collar by Zilla Bethel. Yeah, I don't know what this is about, but again, this is shiny and shark collar, and it looks adorable. Just look at all these little fish. Look at it. It looks adorable. I can't wait to read all of these. I kind of feel like reading these now, but I have 3 more books to finish before the 31st of October, so I don't have time for this, but I want to. Then we have The Valley of Lost Secrets by Leslie Parr. I saw this on Amazon. It was pretty cheap, and I believe this is about children who are evacuated from London during the Second World War. And I don't know, the Second World War is always very interesting to me, and I'm very excited to read this book, you know, from a children's perspective. So yeah. And then the final middle grade is At the Gates and Other Stories by Patrick Sampire. I also saw this in Sasha's video, and basically the first line is: a ghost searches for revenge in ancient Egypt. And for those of you who know me know that I'm obsessed with ancient Egypt, and I just think there's not enough good books out there, like fantasy books, that kind of thing, that include that. So when I heard that, I was just immediately inspired and I bought it. So those were all the middle grades. On to the rest. So I also got The Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. This is actually not as big as I thought it was going to be. It's 392 pages. I mean, font is tiny though. But I'm just really intimidated by these established authors and their huge backlist of books. Not just Robin Hobb, but Brandon Sanderson as well, for example. Just those kinds of people. But I decided, like, stop whining, buy it and get going, because otherwise it's never going to happen. Then I got The Dragon of Yin Sai Yang by K.S. Veloso, which is the third book in the, I believe, like the Bitch Queen of Oren Yaro. I only have the first one. This is the third book in this series. But honestly, this was very cheap right now, so just decided to get it. And yeah, that's that, honestly. Then the next book is one that I'd never heard of, and that is All Systems Red, which is the first book in the Murder Chronicles by Martha Wells. This is super short, which I adore right now. And I first heard about this during Winter-a-thon, which was Sasha's Patreon-only readathon. And I saw how short these were, so I decided to immediately get them, basically. And up next, we have Tomi by Junji Ito. I've only read Uzumaki by Junji Ito, and I was very disturbed, but very impressed by that book. So I wanted to get Tomi and Gyo, I think it's pronounced, as well. And I decided now was as good as ever. And up next, we have Come Tumbling Down by Shauna Maguire. During Sasha's Winter-a-thon, I read... I'd already read the first one. I read the second and third books in the series. Sasha gifted those to me for my birthday, and I decided I just had to read those for Winter-a-thon, and I loved them. So I currently have the first 4, and this is the 5th, so I just wanted to get the next one in the series before I actually ran out of books. So after this I have 2 more to go, so I'm sure it won't be long before I get those as well. And then the second to last book in this particular order is Middle Game, also by Shauna Maguire. Again, this is inspired by Sasha. Every time someone mentions Middle Game, Sasha gets super excited, so I figured that was plenty of reason for me to buy it and try it. The premise sounds fantastic, the ratings are incredible, and I'm just really curious about this. I've heard this is kind of like horror, so that's exciting. Okay, so then the last one of this particular haul is like way up there, so I'm not going to get it out. I'm too lazy to get it. But that was The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I've seen it come by on like book Twitter and Facebook a couple of times, but somehow it just never struck my interest. And then I don't even remember what it was. Probably someone on Facebook asking for recommendations for something particular. And then I saw it and I was very intrigued. So I decided to get it because riddles always fascinated me. Then this was the haul so far. I'm getting more books tonight, tomorrow, and probably on Friday as well. Depends on when they're coming. Yes, I really splurged this time. I do have 2 more books to show you. The first of which is the Addie LaRue Anniversary Edition. Honestly, this was kind of like a fear of missing out buy, because I didn't even really love Addie LaRue and I already have like 6 editions. So I'm not entirely sure. It is gorgeous though, don't get me wrong. It has beautiful sprayed edges. Like the top is gray. I'm not sure if it's really... I think you can see it like that. It has beautiful illustrated end papers. That's the one. And that's the other. It has a very nice hidden cover design. But yeah, I mean, I'm obviously not as excited for this book anymore as I was last year, because it just, I don't know, it disappointed me. I can't really explain why. But I wanted to show you regardless. And then I have And then I have one more thing, which is my Illumicrate book only, which just arrived. So if you're watching this and you don't want spoilers for the October Illumicrate book, stop watching, skip ahead. I'll put in a timestamp for when it's safe to watch again. So there's that. So we have the book in its little pouch. This is like your last warning. If you don't want to know, look away. And the book of the month is Iron Widow by, I'm so stressed by this name, Ziran J. Zhao, potentially. This has stenciled edges just on the side. The bottom and the top are plain. There's a signed book plate, as well as a digital signature. The book has a hidden cover design, and it says, "You've been living a dream for long enough. Welcome to your nightmare." Sounds fantastic. And this has reverse art on the dust jacket as well. And then there's also the monthly pin. So there's that. So I'm so sorry, y'all. This vlog is going to be very long, but I just don't want to do this in a separate video, honestly. I just want to go, you know, have one video ready to go and just do everything for the past week in that. So that's where we are. Since we're at it anyway, and this vlog is going to be endless anyway, I figured I might as well share my November TBR with you guys. So November is an intense month. I am participating in 3 different readathons, 4 different read-alongs, of which I host 2 of them, and 3 book clubs. So this was a bit of a puzzle, but I think I managed reasonably well. So the readathons I'm participating in is the Pokemon-a-thon, which runs from the 1st until the 18th of November, the Desert-a-thon, which runs from the 1st until the 14th of November, and then Believe-a-thon, which runs for the entire month of November. So this TBR is honestly mostly for the first 2 weeks, for the first 18 days, and then after those 18 days I will continue with Believe-a-thon, for which I have the cards here, and I will just, you know, pick a card and then pick a book as I go. So I don't really have anything planned for that. For the Pokemon-a-thon, I picked Team Fire to support my bestie Esme. And yeah, beside that, it hasn't really affected any of my book choices. But the first book I picked, the first prompt was to read a heavy book or to read a book that featured music, and I decided to go with heavy book, and I decided to pick Ruin. This chunky boy is 750 pages, which is intense, but these read pretty easy. So I just hope I can fly through this. I need to finish this by the 7th, so wish me luck for that. And then in addition to reading this for the rock prompt for Pokemon-a-thon, I'm also reading this for the journey prompt for Desert-a-thon. Then the second gym is grass for the Pokemon-a-thon, and then the prompt was to read a light book or to read a book with flowers or nature on the cover, and I went with light book, and I picked Saga, which is a very thin graphic novel, which I'm reading for a read-along. Then the third gym is fighting, and that is to either read Enemies to Lovers or to read a debut. And for that prompt, I picked The Wolf and the Woodsman by Ava Reed. And in addition to reading this for that prompt, I am also reading this for the red cover prompt in the Desert-a-thon. Then up next is the water gym, which is to either read a book that will make you cry or to continue a series. And I am reading The Obelisk Gate by M.K. Jemisin for that. We're reading the first book this month. We have the live show on October 31st, so this is the perfect incentive to continue reading this series. Then the next gym is the Ghost Gym, which is to read either a supernatural or paranormal book or to read a book you previously DNF'd. Now, since I hardly ever DNF, I don't really have a lot of those books, so I figured I'd go with paranormal supernatural, and I picked The Drowned for that by Laini Taylor and Jim DiBartolo. This is another graphic novel, and beyond that, I really don't know a lot, except I, read the synopsis, and it says like paranormal horror. So, perfect for that. Then the next gym is the Steel Gym, and that is to read a book by an author you love or to read a 5-star prediction. And this is kind of both, and I'm not making things easy on myself, but will be reading Wrath by John Gwynne, which is the final book in the Faithful and the Fallen saga. Now, this is also around 700 pages. So, that is 2 books together over about 1,500 pages. So, intense, but I have faith in myself that I can do this. And in addition to reading this for the Pokemon-a-thon, I am also reading this for the magic prompt, right? Yeah, the magic prompt for Desert-a-thon. Then for the Ice Gym, you could either read a book with a cold-hearted cover or to read a book that slipped your mind, and I picked Annihilation for that. This book should arrive tonight, so I don't have it yet. But this is for the Howling Pack, which is Sasha's reading club, I suppose. Yeah, so that is Annihilation, which is a dystopian science fiction novel, I believe. I was very intrigued by the premise, and I was going to order it a while ago. Basically when Sasha announced all the books for the rest of the months. But it completely slipped my mind. And then for the final gym, which is the Electric Gym, is to either read an ebook or an audiobook or an impulse buy. And so the book that I bought was actually an impulse buy, but that is the middle grade monthly pick for November, and that is Winter House. Which I believe, it's a middle grade, and I believe this is going to be a cozy read, so that is why I am reading it for the cozy read prompt for the Desert-a-thon as well. And then for the final prompt for the Desert-a-thon, which is to read a desert vibe book, I have picked Raybearer by Jordan Ifueko. I've put this book on my TBR numerous times, and I'm still very excited about it, but I just never seem to actually pick it up. So I have high hopes that I can actually do it this time around. So those were all the books that I'm planning on reading in November. 9 books in the first 18 days is maybe kind of intense, but we'll see, it's fine. So today it is Thursday. Again, sorry about the noise. My neighbor is still doing God knows what. And yeah, I don't know when it's going to end. But, what did I do today? Let me see. Work sucked yesterday, so I just slept in. So I didn't really do anything in the morning. Then, yeah, I walked the dog, and I got some more book mail yesterday, so I just wanted to show you that. So the first one is one that I was talking about yesterday, and that is Winter House by Ben Gutterson. This is the pick for the middle grade monthly for November. This is on my TBR, what I talked about yesterday, and just look at this cover. It's like, if you have it like this, like you can see there's like open spaces in the cover. I hope you can see it. And then if you have it like this, oops, there's just people inside. It's just really cute. I'm really excited about this one, actually. I'm hoping I can get one card for Believe-a-thon that will just fit this, because then I'll be, you know, very happy. So then the next book I got is Annihilation by Jeff Vandermeer. This is also on my TBR, and this is actually a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. It is not even 200 pages, which honestly I'm pretty happy about. And then I also have the third book in the series, Acceptance, right here. I also ordered the second one, but that is currently out of stock, so it'll be delivered whenever it's back in stock. I have no idea how long that's going to be, but it's bound to arrive sometime. The next one is Archangel's Son by Nalini Singh. This is the 13th book in the Guild Hunter series, and this actually came out last year, and the fact that I've not read it is honestly quite special, because this is one of those series that I usually immediately read whenever a new one comes out. This is about a character I'm not terribly interested in, which is also the reason why I haven't read it. But the 14th book just came out, I believe today or yesterday, I'm not sure. Just in the past couple of days sometime. And you kind of do have to read this in order to understand that one. So that one should be arriving Monday. So let's hope. And then the final book I got is All the Stars and Teeth by Adeline Grace. This book has been on my TBR and wishlist for a really long time. But yeah, this is just one of those books that I never really got to in that sense. But it was really cheap for the hardback. It was like 10 euros for the hardback, so I just decided to get it since I was splurging on books anyway. So that's that. I don't think I have a lot more to tell you guys. Honestly, my days are pretty boring. It's basically just, you know, sleep, wake up, eat, walk the dog, do some reading or thesis or something along those lines, and then go to work and then go to bed. Repeat. I just hope today's going to be a better day at work. There was an argument yesterday, and I just don't like arguments and confrontation. So yeah, I just don't like that. And I just hope today's going to be better, although I kind of fear it won't. Yeah, I think that's it for now. I will talk to you again later at some point. I still have to finish the 3 books that I still have to finish. Haven't made any progress. I'm just hoping to read like maybe 150 or 200 pages of Mexican Gothic before I have to leave for work today. Because that one is, for that one the live show is on the 30th. And then I hope I can finish it tomorrow and then get a chunk of the 5th season done. And then read the rest on Saturday and maybe even Sunday, though I hope not, but we'll see. Hey guys, it's Saturday morning today. I didn't really update you yesterday. I'm not sure why, I just forgot and I was busy doing other things. But I have some more books I wanted to show you that I got. Not all of them from this latest book haul. Some of them have been on pre-order for months and just finally arrived. My hands are very sore, so I just hope I don't drop anything. So the first, or well, there are actually 2, but the first ones that I got were Spin the Dawn and Unravel the Dusk by Elizabeth Lim. These are the Fairy Loot exclusive editions. So these, let me just put them down. These have exclusive coloring on the cover. They have stencil sprayed edges. These ones are signed, and these have artwork on the reverse of the dust jacket. And then here we have the second book, which is Spin the Dawn. It has the same sprayed edges. No, it doesn't. Maybe it does. I don't know. This is also signed. Also has a hidden cover. And artwork looks on the reverse of the dust jacket. So I don't actually... Well, I don't want to say I don't like them. I like them less than I thought I would. Let's put it like that. But yeah, I might sell these and keep the original covers because I have those as well. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but just thought I'd show you. Then I also got the Waterstones exclusive of the Haunting Season, which has these gorgeous stencil sprayed edges all around. I don't think this is signed because it's anthology. It's written by stories by 16 different people. Or not 16, I don't even know how many. 8, sorry. So yeah, this is not signed, but I just thought this sounded really, really interesting. And then I have 3 more books. The first one is The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. So I purchased the 4th book from Fairy Loot, not knowing that it was the 4th book. That was my mistake. And so I wanted to get the first 3, but these are wildly difficult to get in hardcover. These cost a fortune. So I just decided to get the paperbacks, and I might again sell my Fairy Loot edition and just get the paperback instead because matching sets and everything. Then I also got A Closed and Common Orbit, also by Becky Chambers. I'm not sure if this is the 2nd or the 3rd book in the series. I have the other one coming as well, but it was temporarily out of stock, so it'll be sent to me, you know, whenever they get it. And then finally I got A Psalm for the Wild Built, also by Becky Chambers. This just sounded very interesting. I'd actually never heard of this before. I'm not sure how I missed this, but I did. I really love this cover, and it's super short, which intrigues me at the moment. So yeah, there's that. So for today, I still have a lot of reading to do. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do all of it. I will also be going shopping because I need a new winter coat. I need new shoes. I need to walk the dog. And I believe Sasha was going to do reading sprints, so I might join those as well, depending on whether I'll be actually at home. So yeah, I don't have work tonight, thankfully. It was an intense week. My hands doth protest. So like the work I do, I just, well, have to lug all the very heavy packages around. So my hands and wrists are just, you know, going error at the moment. They're very sore, especially my thumbs and my wrists is very stiff. So that sucks. But in general, you know, the weekend's enough time to recover. So that's what I'll be doing. And I will talk to you soon again. I just wanted to give you a quick update on my peppers because they do seem to be ripening. I definitely think these are turning redder. So here's to hoping that it'll actually work. Good morning, everyone. Today it is Monday. Wow, I do not know what was up with my voice. Today it is Monday. I completely forgot to update you yesterday. So I think the last thing I talked about was that I was going to go grocery shopping, I think. Well, it turns out grocery shopping turned into a shopping spree, and I bought lots of new clothes. I bought a coat, a scarf, a jacket, a sweater, a dress, shoes, a new bag. So I spent some money, but that's okay. I spent most of yesterday, which was Sunday, reading the 5th season because we had the live show for the Broken Earth along together with Esme, Charlotte, and Jane. And I finished it. I mean, cutting it close. I finished an hour before the live, but that's okay because I finished it. And I gave it 4 stars. It was like high, it was like 3.75, but I rounded it up. Overall, I think there was just a little too little action for my particular tastes. But I have very high hopes for the next book, The Obelisk Gate, and I already started that. I'm currently at chapter 3. So, but I started it, which is more than I can say for the 5th season. And then I'm also reading Valor by John Gwynne. I should have finished this like yesterday, but I didn't. But I read about 20% last night in bed. So I'm currently about 45% in. So I'm confident that I can finish this one and at least most of Ruin, if not all of Ruin, before our live show on Sunday. So that is just a final update I wanted to give you guys for this vlog thing. It's a bit weird. Is it a vlog? I'm not sure. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm aware that this was a mess. Sorry for that. But if you like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and hitting the subscribe button if you want to. You can also hit the bell icon so you'll be notified every single time that Esme or I post a video. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!